The Trump administration is considering an emergency declaration that would allow it to make an arms shipment to Saudi Arabia without the approval of Congress. Two U.S. officials and lawmakers opposed to the move said Thursday.
Here's a summary of the article.
The officials say a decision on invoking a national security waiver in the Arms Export Control Act to bypass congressional review of proposed sales to the Saudis could be made as early as Friday. A sale of precision-guided munitions to Saudi Arabia has been on hold for over a year. Congressional opposition to U.S. military support for Saudi Arabia has been growing, and lawmakers have blocked about $2 billion in arms sales to the kingdom for more than a year due to concerns over civilian casualties in the Saudi-led military operation in Yemen and outrage over the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi in October by Saudi agents. The law requires Congress to be notified of potential arms sales, giving the body the opportunity to block the sale. The congressional review process exists so that the Senate can ask questions about whether a particular arms sale serves our national interests and supports our values, including human rights and civilian protections. There is precedent for using the emergency exemption for arms sales to Saudi Arabia. The State Department declined to comment, citing a policy against discussing potential arms sales until Congress is notified.
This post received a score of 39,973, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
How is arming a foreign power half the globe away an emergency?
They chose overnight shipping for their cart.
Actually, you guys can calm down. Check out this extremely interesting bit. Doesn't that make you feel better already? Smiley face.
This, and the fact that the Trump admin is talking about sending 10,000 soldiers into the Middle East, means Trump is going to war.
He's so bad at this.
He says he's the most transparent president ever, and you know what, he's right about that, but not in the way he thinks. Dude telegraphs his move years before he puts it into action. See Al on the front line.
I'm 35 with multiple physical maladies and ailments. I'll sit this one out. Can't wait to see the Pepe squad shitting in attendees at the thought of being forced to going to war by the very man they adore.
Like any one of them will meet the physical requirements.
Damn bone spurs.
More like lumbago.
Why do we need to arm the Saudis?
The next 2 decades of war need a terrorist attack to justify them.
Whoa, but yeah.
Hey, 9/11.
Something mission accomplished. Never forget.
Mission accomplished.
Hamburgers all around.
Bites into hamburger, you know, I've broken more Elton John records. He seems to have a lot of records. And by the way, I don't have a musical instrument. I don't have a guitar or an organ. No organ. Elton has a large, pulsing organ.
Actually a misconception. While Sir Elton John is a great pianist, he sucks on the organ. Edit, I'm a fraud, this joke isn't mine. There is nothing new, except what has been forgotten. Neither is that quote.
Oh my.
So literally anything is an emergency now. Cool. Dictatorship by faux emergencies.
In Egypt, every ruler that was a dictator had declared an everlasting state of emergency. You will notice this pattern of declaring emergencies to get around laws in almost all dictatorships, at least at the countries that still has a laws.
It dates back all the way to ancient Rome. Caesar held onto his dictatorship by emergency too, in a sense an emergency he created since he kept running around fighting wars of aggression.
The Senate extended his original dictatorship of 6 months by 10 years without any request from Caesar to do so.
Technically yes. He had filled the Senate with loyal allies, and it has been argued the Senate was simply pre-empting Caesar though.
He filled the Senate after he got his powers extended. Prior the Senate was just scared of what he might do, so they thought they can control him better with just extending his powers. IIRC anyway.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.